Water is virtually everywhere, from soil moisture and ice caps to the cell inside our own bodies. Depending on factors like location, fat index, age, and sex, the average human is between 55–60% water. At birth, human babies are even wetter, being 75% water that was swimming similar to fish, but their water composition dropped to 65% by their first birthday. So what their role the water play in your body, and how much do we actually need to drink to stay healthy? The H2O in our bodies work to cushion and lubricate joints, regulate temperature, and to nourish the brain and spinal cord. Water isn't only in our blood, and the adult brain and heart are almost three-quarters water. That's roughly equivalent to the amount of moisture in a banana. Lungs are more similar to an apple at 83%. Even seemingly dropped human bones are 31% water. If we are essentially made of water and surrounded by water, why do we still need to drink so much? Well, each day we lose to 2 liters throughout sweat, urine, and bowel movement, and even just for breathing. While these functions are essential to our survival, we need to compensate for the fluid loss. Maintain a balanced water level is essential to avoid hydration or overhydration, both of which have devastating effects on overall health. At first section the water level, sensory regulatory in the brain's hypothalamus signal release of antidiuretic hormone. When it reaches the kidneys, it creates aquaporin, special channel that enable blood to absorb and retain more water, leading to concentrated stock urine. Increased dehydration can cause a notable drop in energy, mood, skin moisture, and blood pressure, as early sign of cognitive impairment. A dehydrated brain works harder to accomplish the same amount as a normal brain, and even temporarily shrink because of its lack of water. Overhydration or hyponatremia is usually caused by overconsumption of water in a short amount of time. Athletes often are victim of overhydration because complications in a regulated water level in extremely physical condition. Whereas the dehydrated brain amps up the production of antidiabetic hormone, the overhydrated brain slows or even stops release into the blood. So the electrolyte in the body become diluted, causing cells to swell. In severe cases, the kidney can't keep up with the resulting volume of dilute urine. Water intoxication then occurs, possibly causing headache, vomiting, and in rare instances, seizure or death. And that's a pretty serious situation. On a normal day-to-day basis, maintaining a well-hydrated system is easy to manage those of purpose enough to access to clean drink water. For a long time, conventional wisdom say we should drink 8 glasses a day. That estimate since been fine-tuned. Now the consensus is that the amount of water we need to imbibe depends largely on weight and environment. The recommended daily intake varies from between 2.5 to 3.5 liters of water for men and about 2 to 2.7 liters for women. A range that pushes up or down if you're healthy, active, old, or overheating. While bottling Chelsea's hydrator, other beverages, even those caffeine, coffee, or tea, replenish fluids as well. And water within food makes up about a fifth of our daily H2O intake. Fruits and vegetables like strawberries, cucumbers, and even broccoli are over 90% water and constantly increase linkage while providing valuable nutrients and fiber. Drink well might also have various long-term benefits. Studies show that optimal hydration can lower the chance of stroke, help manage diabetes, and potentially reduce the risk of a certain type of cancer. No matter what, getting the right amount of liquids makes a world of difference in how you feel, think, and function day to day. Water is virtually everywhere, from soil moisture and ice caps to the cells inside our own bodies, depending on factors like location, fat index, age, and sex. The average human is between 55 to 60% water. At birth, human babies are even wetter. Being 75% water, they are swimmingly similar to fish. But their water composition dropped to 65% by their first birthday. So what role does water play in our body? And how much do we actually need to drink to stay healthy? The H2 in our bodies work to cushion and lubricate joint, regulate temperature, and to nurse the brain and spinal cord. Water isn't only our blood. An adult brain and heart are almost 3/4 water. That's roughly equivalent to the amount of moisture in a banana. Lungs are more similar to an apple at 83%, and even similarly dropped human bones are 31% water. If we are essentially made of water and surrounded by water, why do we still need to drink so much? Well, each day we lose 2 liters, 3 liters through our sweat, urine, and bowel movement, and even just from breathing. While these functions are essential to our survival, we need to compensate for fluid loss. Maintaining a balanced water level is essential to avoid dehydration or overhydration, both of which can have devastating effects on our health. At first detection of low water levels, sensory receptor in the brain's hypothalamus signal to release antidiuretic hormone. When it reaches the kidneys, it creates aquaporin, special channels that enable blood to absorb and retain more water, leading to concentrated dark urine. Increased dehydration can cause notable drop in energy, mood, skin moisture, and blood pressure as a lateral sign of cognitive impairment. A dehydrated brain works harder to accomplish the same amount as the normal brain, and it temporarily shrinks because it's less water. Overhydration or hyponatremia is usually caused by overconsumption of water in a short time. Athletes are often the victim of overhydration because of complications in the regulated water levels in extremely physical conditions. Whereas the dehydrated brain amps up the production of antidiuretic hormone, the overhydrated brain slows or even stops readings into the blood. Sodium electrolyte in the body becomes diluted, causing the cells to swell. In several cases, the kidney can't keep up with the resulting volume of diluted urine. Water intoxication that occurs, possibly causing headache, vomiting, and in rare instances, seizure or death. But that's a pretty extreme situation. On a normal day-to-day basis, maintaining a well-hydrated system is easy to manage for those who are fortunate enough to have access to clean drinking water. For a long time, conventional wisdom says we should drink 8 glasses a day. The estimate has since been fine-tuned. Now, the consensus is the amount of water we need to imbibe depends largely on our weight and environment. The recommended daily intake varies from between 2.5 to 3.5 liters of water for men and about 2 to 2.6 liters for women. A range that is pushed up or down if you are healthy, active, old, or overheating. While water is healthier hydrated, other beverages, even those of caffeine like coffee or tea, we produce as well. And water with the food makes us about a fifth our daily H2O intake. Fruits and vegetables like strawberries, cucumbers, and even broccoli are over 90% water and can supply liquid ink while providing valuable nutrients and fibers. Drinking well might also have various long-term benefits. Studies have shown that optimal hydration can lower the chance of stroke, help manage diabetes, and potentially reduce the risk of a certain type of cancer. No matter what, getting the right amount of liquid makes a world of difference in how you feel, think, and function day to day.